The chances of Hurricane Irma making a landfall on US soil is increasing. Harvey is finally dead, but Harvey made its impact on Texas. People died from Harvey, and people are still having to deal with the effects that Harvey brought. Floodwaters are starting to recede now, but that doesn't mean water still isn't in people's houses. And if there's water in their homes, they can't sleep there at night, they can't live there, and they have to go to a shelter where at least we are coming together as people. People are volunteering, people are donating money, donating their time to help the people affected by Harvey. And that's great. But listen, if Irma makes a landfall in the next 12 days on US soil, I don't know if the United States can even handle that. Two major disasters, and I mean major disasters back to back, it's gonna be tough. Let me give you all the updates on Hurricane Irma. The last time I talked about Irma was just a tropical storm at 65 miles per hour. Now, Irma is a Category 2 hurricane and can be a major hurricane at any moment. Irma is a high-end Category 2 and could just easily be upgraded to Category 3. But it's going under some shear to its northeast, and it's not in the warmest of waters. But the more Irma tracks west, the warmer the waters get. And that's big trouble, because Irma could strengthen like this, and we could be dealing with a Category 4 or 5 hurricane. And honestly, right now, there is nothing really stopping Irma. Irma's not gonna weaken to a tropical storm. Irma's gonna stay at that Category 3, Category 2 level, and it already has an eye. And Irma's gonna continue to develop the eye and make it bigger and bigger in diameter. Because yet again, there's nothing stopping Irma. Right now, Irma is starting to track south-southwest. Irma's gonna take that little dip, and then Irma's gonna start to track northeast again. But here's the question: how far is Irma gonna track south? That's a major question. If Irma gets southern than 18 degrees latitude, South Florida, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, they're in a little bit more of a danger. But if Irma doesn't pass that 18-degree latitude point, Irma might be tracking to South Carolina, North Carolina, the Northeast. These little changes might have a big effect. Irma right now is a 120 mile per hour hurricane at 973 millibars. Just keep that in mind when I'm going to talk about the models. All the models right now have Irma becoming a Category 3 hurricane and maybe even a Category 4, but none a Category 5. Hopefully it doesn't become a Category 5. That would be terrible. But everyone's wondering, with this hurricane, where is it going to go? But listen, I don't have the specific answer for that. I'm just going to tell you what I know right now. I wish I could tell you exactly where it's going to go, but that's in 10 to 12 days. And that far out, the forecast gets blurry. The forecast gets blurry after 5 days. So imagine 2 times that. The European model, the most reliable model, especially this 2017 hurricane season, has Irma making landfall in South Carolina. Making landfall in South Carolina as a strong Category 4 hurricane, just like Harvey. If this happens, it's gonna be devastating, just like Harvey. But I don't know if it could get worse than Harvey. We'll have to see. But the European model has Irma tracking just about 150 miles west of Florida. Kind of like Matthew, but Matthew eventually made landfall in the northern part of Florida. So if you're in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, the European model has Irma affecting those locations with tropical storm conditions as of right now. But little differences in the way Irma tracks could have a huge impact on Florida and all the states up north. If Irma tracks 100 miles to the east, Florida's getting impacted. If Irma tracks 100 miles to the west, the northeast is getting impacted. We really don't know. Now let's take a look at the GFS. The GFS has Irma tracking way west of Florida, not even touching it at all. But then the GFS has Irma making a landfall in New York City, right smack dab on New York City, as a Category 4 hurricane, just like the European model and just like Harvey. Both the GFS and the European model have Irma making landfall on US land. The chances are increasing of a US landfall, and the chances of it making a curve away from the coast and just out to sea, those chances are decreasing. But I'm gonna say it again, we are 10 days out from any landfall, from any US landfall from Irma. So there is plenty of time to prepare and track Irma making its trek across the Atlantic. But honestly, I don't know, professional meteorologists don't know. No one can tell you exactly where Irma's gonna go. It's all a guess right now. But we are gonna get a better idea come Tuesday, Wednesday. But right now we have to worry about Puerto Rico, and the Lesser Antilles, the northern part of the Lesser Antilles, because those locations are going to be affected by Irma at a Category 3 status. If you're in those locations, I would start to prepare. Irma's coming. Next 4 days, 3 days, you are going to start to see the effects of Irma. Irma's going to bring devastation. But where is that devastation going to be? I don't know. No one can tell you right now at this moment where Irma's going to make landfall. It's all just a guess right now. This has been your Tropical Update, and I'll see you in the next one.